Meghan Markle has slipped at a recent Montecito Bookstore event as she is caught right here trying to snatch the mic from a guest on the stage. Let me explain what's going on here. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because Megxie has slipped big time at a recent Montecito Bookstore event as she's caught right here trying to snatch the mic from a guest on the stage. So yeah, let's jump into it right here with Megxie's latest attempt at mic snatching. Here we go.
It's really an honor to be here and to be chatting about our book. Oh, sorry. It's
Really? Let me play it one more time for the guys in the back.
really an honor to be here and to be chatting about our book. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. As that one says right here, the moment Meghan has had enough of someone else on the mic. Check this clip out.
We decided to sell everything, and we sold the house and took the kids out of school, sold all the stuff, and we went and traveled for what turned out to be 18 months.
And they documented all of this. I mean, we hadn't been in touch during that period, and I remember.
So not only, right, does she try to allegedly snatch the mic from a guest on the stage at a recent Montecito Bookstore event, which, by the way, it's at Godmother's, right? But she also then shows how much she's had enough of this guest, right? This guest is trying to tell a story, right? Trying to tell some information, and Megxie just jumps in, completely interrupts her, and tries to then take complete control of the stage and the narrative to make sure that the spotlight is firmly on Megxie rather than the guest that's next to her. Absolutely disgusting. As Revealing the Narc says, this is all control disguised as kindness. Watch how Meghan takes over, physically corrects another woman, then lets her apologise. She'll literally grab your arm mid-sentence to make sure you're doing it right. And this is the thing. What was the point of Megxie trying to grab that guest mic in the first place? Because the lady could still be heard clearly before Megxie even jumped in to try and take that mic. Just like according to Taz says right here, they were in a bookstore. And the bookstore is quite small, guys. It's quite small. You're not talking freaking Wembley size, that's for sure. She then says, I'm certain that the lady was being heard with no issues. But Meghan doing that is to make herself the centre of attention. Now, a few other things that came out from Megxie's latest appearance at Godmother's. Here, Royal Thoughts saying, knock, knock, anybody there? Yeah. This vacant stare that Megxie has. She had enough. She wanted to take control. She wanted to grab that mic. She wanted to interrupt the guest to make sure that then she was the one that was talking, not her guest. So all eyes were on Megxie rather than the other person on the stage. And of course, guys, Megxie's word salad obviously had to make an appearance.
Think about all the road trips that we had as kids. You're like, oh, are we there yet? You're looking out the window. You're so bored. Think about all the road trips.
You know what? I'm like, think about all the times I've heard Megxie speak. You're so bored. You're thinking, is she freaking done yet? But oh my goodness, the word salad continues.
I remember seeing it on Instagram and going, is that Courtney? And they're in a minivan somewhere in South America. Like but it's amazing when you can find what you're able to create in a small space when a lot of us, especially here, have a lot of, I grew up in a small duplex. We all have a lot more opportunity, space, privilege,
Yeah.
or you have a lot of open space as you did growing up on this farm. But when you have a limited amount of space, what are the practical tools that she's been able to implement for her family and for her kids to feel connected?
Yeah.
When I think so much of what we're really speaking to ultimately is how do we open our doors, our hearts, and our homes, both for our own families and when we have guests, especially as the holiday season is approaching. What are those tips and those elements that you know you can translate from a small apartment as a single woman to a couple that's dating?
What the hell is she talking about? More word salad. What the hell? Notice though, when she talked about the holidays, which is Christmas, all right, it's not the holidays, it's Christmas. Let's get it right here, yeah? That she kind of then smiles and chuckles to herself. Yeah. Megsy is totally gearing up to release that one of With Love Megsy special on Netflix to try and overshadow and compete with Princess Catherine's Together at Christmas Carol concert. You just know it. Oh my goodness, the word salad did not stop there at all. So she says, first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is turn the music on in the house. Okay. I thought the first thing that she did when she woke up in the morning was to make sure that Archie and Lily have their favourite milkshakes. Just saying, for those that know, you guys know, right? She then says, I always travel with a candle. I'm so conscious and sensitive to fragrance, and I associate that with home. Okay. Why is she saying this? To what end? To what mean? She travels with a candle. So freaking what? There's no direction to what she says. There's no pertinent point that she's making here. Now, the discussion apparently revolved around her new family-focused interior design book, The Family Home, inspiring ideas for a home filled with joy. And one technique Megsy uses with her young children is this rose and thorn ritual, which is helpful when kids often only give yes and no answers, she explained. So she says, our daughter, she's 4, and she's a very strong personality and she's incredible. And now she's in this moment where I say, what's your rose and your thorn? And she goes, my day was just a blast. Rose and thorn? What the hell? It's, okay, her trying to make Rose and Thorn happen is like Megsy the other week at that Fortune Summit trying to make Learns happen, all right? Never going to happen. Stop trying to make it happen. End it. Now, just like this Rose and Thorn BS, what? Now, apparently another ritual Sheehan has a share with their kids is this healing blanket situation. Which was a gift from the Bookstore co-founder, Victoria Jackson. So, of course, she's going to mention this healing blanket because she's talking at the bookstore that's co-founded by a person that gave this blanket in the first place. Oh, the manipulation is real here. It's so freaking transparent, guys. She says that whenever one of them isn't feeling well, they reach for the healing blanket to comfort them. Okay, and... so, right? This is all freaking nonsense. Now, what's really interesting out of all of this is actually Oprah wanted nothing to do with Megsy at this event this time, right? So we all know that the last time Megsy was at a Godmother's event, Oprah came in late, essentially showing or inferring by coming in late that she didn't care about Megsy being there, right? Well, it looks like there's not going to be any chance of a repeat event like that. As per Meghan's mole here on X showing, Oprah made sure that she was going to be at Godmother's on a different day. She wanted nothing to do with Megsy, it seems, at that bookstore. Now, secondhand Coke, thanks to Royally Sage at Sage1411 for sharing this, said that they actually went to this event. And if you think the attempted mic snatch was the worst that Megsy got, oh, think again. Because this is what they, I'm going to have to say, allegedly witnessed here. And they say the following. OMG, went in just in time to hear Meghan offer her parental spiel about asking a child to tidy up something. The child saying, "But that's not my mess." And Meghan countering, "Yeah, but it's your home." She paused afterwards and the audience stayed dead silent. She immediately did that weird glare that she does. And I got out of there. "Not tonight, Satan." Those kids must be terrified of her. Yeah. Was this the weird glare that secondhand cook allegedly saw? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend here, right? But oh my goodness, Megsy just needs to stop. She just needs to stop. It's just not working for her in any way, shape, or form at all. Absolute freaking disaster of an appearance yet again at Godmother's. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe here on YouTube. If you're watching on X, make sure you're following me at Stef The Alter Nerd for more misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. What do you think to Megsy yet again being caught on camera in her latest attempt at mic snatching? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.